let's head on over to Frenchman Street Food. I trained at the same gym as him about a decade ago, and he told me it was his dream to open a food truck. And I was like, okay, dude, cool. 10 years later, I see him at a veg fest here in Gainesville, Florida, and he's running a vegan freaking food truck. And now he just got his brick-and-mortar location, so this is my first time here. This has a special spot in my heart because my dad loved fish, and the last place I took my dad to eat was actually Frenchman Street Food to get a catfish burger or catfish sandwich. My dad actually said it was good. I believe he went back with you, and then they've been. So it's got a special spot in my heart, and now it's gonna be a special spot in my stomach.
Do you think I'm Tim?
No.
Well, thank you. I
was like, yeah, maybe.
Is that my dude?
I was like, something is different. The beard or this is my buddy Royce. He's gonna be filming today.
Hey, man.
Royce, what's up, man? How you
We
doing,
are,
John? Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too.
We're gonna be making a horizontal one for YouTube and a vertical one for Instagram. So we'll have it all.
We just had a little choreographed meeting with our neighbors.
Okay.
We got everything set up, ready to rock and roll. How you been?
I feel at home here, but you're more of like,
You live in Tampa, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I spent 30 years in Gainesville, so, but yeah, you're right. This is that side of town.
We're hoping, our presence, and we're just talking out of the tent to things we do to make self-made cooler and available for the whole community. But there's a reality to it.
What?
So I have the whole menu except the pork stand-up.
Okay.
But I do have a couple extra items on these chalkboards. The TLT cafe-style bacon, the Gelatin Tender Bacon Pound, and then the tear the sub up.
Ooh.
House-made turkey, house-made ham.
I heard you have the best subs, but I'm also looking at this. I love waffles, so the Big Timer waffle and the vegan egg witch, both of those
You
look
gotta try the egg, which the joke yolk we make on the side is awesome.
okay.
So you get the egg and you get the yolk.
Okay.
We make both in house.
I'll do. What do you want?
Can't decide, but the sub looks good. If I got the sub, you could have part of it.
It comes in two halves.
Let's do the sub, the vegan egg witch, the Big Timer waffle. What would you like, sir?
I think I'm gonna do that vegan egg, which too.
Vegan egg witch. We'll start with that. This is probably gonna be my last meal before the whole thing.
Oh,
so
you're running around all day.
I imagine the head tattoo will probably take 3 to 4 hours straight. So
Vegan?
vegan. The word vegan.
I'll take it out.
This
Yeah.
this, but about this size.
All right, it's huge.
Yeah, huge.
My whole head set too.
Oh, we got hair.
I know you can
Yeah.
kind of see. The corner.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna I'm not great at the internet.
Well, then you would be a good person to ask. Is this gonna hurt?
Yeah.
Is it gonna hurt that bad?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. It's like I'm more afraid of doing legs than.
Yeah.
And I just told our story on the way in. Like, I remember you at the gym a decade ago saying, I'm gonna do like a food truck or a restaurant. And I was like, okay, everybody tells me they're gonna do something. And then I just see you. I didn't even know you were gonna be there, but I just see you
Right.
at that Veg Fest like 2 years ago, or a year ago, or whenever it was. So.
Right. Oh yeah. Trying to make it happen. Actually, I was gonna do a post. I tried to edit the post, but here's my head.
Okay. Well, that looked like it took a while.
That's two pieces. All the flowers and then the mandala on the back. And there is my little.
Oh my gosh.
That's the back of my head.
You need to shave your head again.
I did it all last summer.
Yeah? Okay.
It's too hot.
Oh. Yeah. All right. Well, I am super excited to dig into these. All right, so tell the people, what's your name?
My name is Tim Hutchens.
And how long have you been doing the vegan street food?
We started
businesses?
Frenchman Street Food in the October 2021 after I've been running a different restaurant for about 7 or 8 years.
So you had some input on the outside, like, was the other restaurant vegan or no? No, okay.
I grew up in restaurants. I got my first job in a restaurant at 15. I worked in corporate restaurants, fine dining, steakhouses, fast food, everything.
Very cool. I think what you're doing, at least from what I've tasted and seen, you have a thing in the restaurant that I'm kind of doing on the bodybuilding side. Like, I'm hanging out with bodybuilders that are not vegan to find out what they're doing and kind of reverse engineer how to make vegan bodybuilders better. And then you're over here making this food that does remind me of things I haven't had for 20 years. And I guess the whole reason I set up this interview is I just wanted to tell you this person to person. Me and my dad were relatively close. No major issues, but sometimes we butted heads. And one thing that I remember him asking me to do with him was go fishing. At like literally like a couple years ago. I was like, Dad, I don't hurt fish. I don't eat fish. I'm not going to go fishing. But then I remember we had met in the gym like 10 years ago. You said you were going to open a food truck or open a restaurant. And then I saw you at the Veg Fest in Gainesville, and you had done so. And then I saw on your menu that you had the catfish sandwich.
Yes.
Yeah.
Catfish.
Catfished. I love it. And so the last meal I had with my dad was that sandwich with you.
I remember you guys coming by.
And so it's got a place in my heart, place in my stomach. But I just want to say thank you.
Thank you. I'm so happy. I don't have a good relationship with my father. I have a very good relationship with my mother. So I'm happy that I was able to help your relationship with your father and on a good note. And I remember meeting him.
Yeah.
I'm very happy I get to do that.
And he was a big, not a fish lover because he killed fish, but he loved eating fish. And he said your sandwich was, he didn't need to go get catfish after that. So I wanted to put that out there and let you know.
Thank you.
I'm trying to change the world on my own accord by showing people they can be big and strong and by being vegan, and you're doing it by making these meals. And honestly, probably having, I don't want to sit here and compare each other, but possibly a bigger impact, even though I reach a lot of people on social media. You're changing, every time somebody comes here and eats a meal, it's either a vegan eating a vegan meal or somebody that's not vegan trying this and swapping, and that's huge. So
we always say that like activism starts with veganism. So whatever your cause is, your plant-based diet, your vegan diet, it's 3 times a day. It's habitual. It's every day of your life. If you want to engage like that, so it's something you can do every single day to lessen your impact on the environment and cruelty to the animals.
yeah, and you guys drive demand for other vegan businesses. Like I know you have the Impossible products, but you also make your own. So you have a very unique style of food here. If somebody comes here and doesn't like the food, something's wrong with them in the head. Like it's just, everything I tried today was amazing. I have some that are my personal favorites, but like I would serve any of this to anyone. So
Thank you so much.
yeah, thank you, brother. I really do appreciate you. And that's that.
Cut.
Cut.
Want to get John in here? No.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
I really appreciate it. Again, it's crazy that I just remember not just you, but so many people in the gym that would, anytime someone would be talking about, I got to eat chicken, I got to do this, I'd be like, I'm veg.
Yeah.
And and it was you and a few other people. I remember the little like vegetarian vegan crew.
Yeah.
And people be like, all of you guys are vegan? And of course, you being the biggest one.
I didn't put it out there back then. I was afraid. I thought, this is how my brother is. He's like, I don't like to tell people. I like them to get to know me for 6 months and then find out.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that's how I used to be. Right. And then I realized I might not see this person again.
Right.
They might never have that chance to have their mind opened up. If my best friend when I was 10 years old hadn't told me to go vegetarian, how long would it have taken? Go ahead and you'd be in the, throw some butter on there, throw some syrup. We're just gonna go with our hands, because why not? You wanna get up a little closer? The sausage is so good. House made.
So what is on the waffle?
You got sausage, ham, like a blueberry compote, maple syrup, butter.
Sounds great.
That is wonderful. Royce already tore through his. It looked good. Ooh. Mom, you've got to try this one. I'm gonna give you half.
Okay. I'll have a bite.
All right, well. And then we got the sub. Very excited for this.
It's good.
It's also good. This tastes like from a sub shop. This is like amazing breakfast food. The sweet and the savory. I mean, I think this might be my favorite here. This bagel sandwich thing. It's just got the crispy with the savory, with the cheese, with the egg, with the turkey or the ham or whatever it is. Toasted bagel with vegan egg and joke yolk, cheese, and shaved sham ham. Amazing. All right. Did you get a bite, Mom? Oh, yeah, get a bite. Or two. You can just cut it off. Thank you, sir.
The jam, I sham that hamburger.
You're welcome to have some, Rose. You want to take like a quarter or a half?
Sure.
I try not to make fun of vegan meat on sham ham. I could not use the rhyme.
I went to a place that had a rich man's po' boy,
Oh, nice.
and they had it was a play on like Wagyu beef. I forget what it was now. That's how good, like, the play on words was so good. I remember there was a play on words. I don't remember what it was.
Was it like the juicy marble stuff, or was it a house-made seitan? Have you had the juicy marbles yet? You know what I'm talking about? They got a vegan steak company. They call Juicy Marbles. They're pretty good.
Somebody sent them to me. They're expensive.
They are very expensive. My wife got me a pack of the frozen stuff for my birthday, whatever. We joke a lot that it's like, oh, I don't actually miss steak. I didn't go vegan.
They're like missing it, you know, like
Right, you know, like,
Yeah.
so it's cool to do it, but like, give me lentil soup. You know, like,
I miss getting pizza at 2 a.m.
Right.
That's, you know, like, that's what I miss.
I miss like being able to eat whatever's in the food court when I'm like, I'm hungry. You know, like I don't miss like, oh man.
Convenience, not I have to have that.
Oh, I want to go have. And so the steaks, I don't know if you were ever a red meat person. I wasn't. They're cheap. You know, they're great vegan steaks, but it's not like a nice cut of beef. It's like, oh, if you want to like covered A1 or like make a beef stew, it's great. If you want like a cut of meat.
See, I was 10 when I went vegetarian, 13 vegan, and it wasn't tied into my identity.
Right.
And the same as like seitan isn't tied into my identity right now either. Like if they stop making it tomorrow, I'm not going to freak out.
Right.
I think people just tie it into their identity. I think that's the
But like
big thing.
seitan's been around for like 5,000 years. They've been making it in Asia forever.
Yeah.
Juicy marbles, it's like, or like, you know, like Impossible Burgers are great, but it's like, oh, that came out like last week. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. You want to try the waffle?
No, I'm so full.
Lucy's had the first Impossible Burger in Gainesville,
Oh, really?
and I brought that in. I was like, I learned it existed. I was like, I gotta have it. I tried it in LA. I was like, well, we gotta have this. It's so cool. And now it's like, it's still so cool, but it's like, oh, it's just there. Like, again, I'd rather eat, you know, an egg sandwich.
I mean, I'm glad that it's become so widespread, but whenever I go somewhere and they're like, well, we have the Impossible or we have the house-made, I'm like, house-made every time. I want to try what you guys make.
The Impossible Burger is for that stretch of interstate on a road trip where you're like, oh, nothing else? Give me the Impossible Whopper.
Yep.
If I have an Impossible Whopper before I start the road trip, then I'm only eating Impossible Whoppers all weekend. It's like, give me that house-made burger. And when I'm lost in West Kansas, and the only vegan option is a fucking frozen Impossible Burger, then it's there, and I love it. I'm so happy it's there.
It was literally what happened on my road trip in Texas. Like, 9:45 hit, I'm driving to the only vegan restaurant open. They're like, oh no, we closed the kitchen at 9:45. I was like, well, you say till 10 on the website, and I called in the order at 9:30. They're like, yeah, we don't have the whole order done, and the kitchen's closed now. I'm like, what do I do?
Right.
And they're like, well, you can pick up half your order. I'm like, so like half the people that I'm with don't get to eat? Like, what else is open? Burger King was it.
Perfect. But that's why I saved the Impossible Whopper. Because if you had one that morning for lunch and you're being lazy,
Yep.
then you're just eating nothing but Whoppers. So.
These are phenomenal. I love the waffle. I love it all, to be honest
We
with
make
you.
the egg ourselves. It's our take on the Just Egg. It's like an all natural homemade waffle. They use a mung bean protein isolate, and we use split pea powder.
Okay.
Like that. Anything that's shipped nationwide and the grocery stores has the shelf additives and stabilizers that we get to leave out because we make it.
So it's even fresher.
Yeah.
And our turkey's a Tofurkey copycat. But anything that's shipped nationwide has all those kind of like shelf stabilizers that we get to like kind of pass on.
You did a phenomenal job. I really.
So what you're saying is it's healthy.
People do come up and they go like, what's the healthiest thing you have? I'm like, well, their exercise routine today. What'd you do?
Yeah.
I can't tell you what's healthy until you tell me what you're doing.
You want to split this last one?
Sure. Golly, cuz. Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you.
You're quite welcome, sir. If you want the rest of the syrup or any butter, go for it.
John, did you make it to the dentist?
Yeah. I went to the dentist, got my sutures removed, and got told about all the many times I'll be going back.
Oh, great.
It's literally the never-ending story. By now, I could have had them all pulled out and have some really nice dentures. I've been to the dentist over 20 times in the last 2 years. I was supposed to be done with everything before my road trip in December of 2022.
What are you supposed to do?
Originally, I just needed 2 root canals and 2 fillings. I've had like 8 fillings fall out. I've had one fall out 3 times. I had one fall out 2 hours after I got it done in Gainesville when I'm driving back to Tampa eating edamame. And it fell out. And they're like, well, you need to get another one. I'm like, this is the 3rd time.
Right.
I don't know if
You get a
4th.
new doctor in there, or a dentist.
I don't know if 4th time's gonna be the charm. They're like, you know what, you probably need a crown. I was like, great, let's do that. I'll see you guys for the crown visit. They're like, no, it's 3 visits. I was like, well, okay, I'll be back. And then both root canals failed. One of the tooth broke in half. So I had to go back and get it extracted, half of it extracted, and then go back for the full extraction. And then I did the other extraction. And now I gotta go back for implants on both sides and then the implant follow-up. So I'm just gonna never any story. Yeah.
I got braces and glasses in the same month in 7th grade.
You look like a whole different person.
And then we had to, we go to the dentist every month because they would like change the rubber band, thing and pull some teeth occasionally and stuff like that. So I'm not jealous of what you're going through right now.
So John,
I had-
you treat yourself every time you go to the dentist, then you just come back by here
There you
and
go.
make your life.
My mom had a great idea. I should treat myself every time I go to the dentist. Well, half the time I can't eat after the dentist. The other thing is if I did that every time, I'd be fat.
You know we'll open early. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're 30 now? You've been vegan 17 years? And you went vegan 13?
So I called my mom like 2 months ago. I was like, Mom, I'm 30, right? And she was like, no, you're 31. I was like, shit.
You're
Just
92?
Yeah, 92. Yeah. How old are you?
We're both 40.
40.
We're both
Okay.
83.
Wow.
You got a good beat?
It was a good year.
Yeah.
We're the same age.
Yeah.
You guys look younger than that. I mean,
Yeah.
really.
We've both been playing or veg for like 10-ish years individually.
You stopped at
That's
30.
what's up.
Me, I'm in bodybuilding and all the extracurriculars that go into that, so it shot me up kind of.
No, yeah, because I went, what did I start? I started jogging and I quit smoking stopped eating meat all in the same calendar year.
Wow.
If you can do that, anybody can do anything.
And then after jogging for longer than I should have, I started lifting weights. Like I lost a bunch of weight and was like, why didn't I fit? And it's like, you have to lift weights. You can't just like run yourself into abs. You know that.
Yeah.
I learned that after jogging, running hundreds of miles.
So I think I saved the best for last, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think this is my favorite. The sandwich is good. It tastes like a sandwich shop sandwich. And this is exactly what it should be. I think this is my personal favorite. Like, they're all good, but this is where I also think this is the hardest thing to find an equivalent of somewhere else.
So I worked at the Bagel Bakery on 43rd and 16th when they were a new restaurant. I was their original hire.
Oh.
I met my wife there.
Wow.
She's old. She's 5 years older than I am, so she was a young adult and I was a teenager. And egg was just one of the things they sold. And so we would eat them all the time. We loved them. It was just like the liquid egg in a carton that you'd microwave and you put the meats and the bagels on it. And we loved them. So like since then, obviously egg wedges are a thing everywhere now. But like I eat so many of those that it's like I want vegan egg wedge. Just egg is great. But if we want to do everything else, we need some.
Yeah.
So we spent a lot of time figuring out that egg recipe.
You did it.
We've made a lot of eggs.
A lot of eggs in the trash.
A lot of eggs.
Some trial and error.
You tell everyone, it's like there's more. People go and they go, what's good
What's
on
good
the
on the
menu?
menu?
And I go, all the mistakes are at home. Like there's loaves of seitan in the garbage can that you ain't
Yeah,
gonna eat.
we made 5 different burgers before we settled on this
Right.
one, Yeah.
Wow. This is phenomenal, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you know? Fuck, I don't really know that well.
No, I don't know him very well. He used to date somebody.
And we know his ex.
I know his ex, and she married my best friend. But like, I don't have any ill will towards anybody. You know what I mean? That's none of my
I
business.
think there was a gap between that. and
Yeah,
his
years
friends.
or something. Yeah.
But,
And she was vegan for a while.
she's not anymore. It's forever.
We opened up our food truck and she stopped becoming vegan. I took it as a personal attack.
Yikes.
I'm like, oh, you want to be like that? Okay.
This is so good. I'm like in heaven right now.
Nice. We're here till 7 p.m. today.
Come back after my tattoo.
Do it. You get DoorDash delivery or 352 delivery to the shop. It's right down the block. You know that, right?
Really?
Yeah. It's on Main Street.
Oh.
Yeah, it's on like Main and 7th or something
We're
like
on Main
that.
South 5th and it's on like North 7th.
Good job. Did you grow up here?
Who do you high school you go to?
Buholtz?
So I was zoned for you. I lived in Rock Creek.
Yeah.
But I went to BCAT.
Okay. I was
From Melrose, but spent a lot of time here.
I was zoned for Gainesville, GHS, but I wanted to go into the finance program that I ended up dropping out of to go to the police academy.
Were you actually an officer?
And I worked 3.5 years at nights at the jail after I knew you from the gym, like after that period there. I worked nights for 3.5 years, but I was like, I don't want to do this. I knew on day one I didn't want to be there. And I was like, let me go back to school for finance. It was just funny how I like pinged back and forth. And then I did work in finance until I got laid off during COVID.
Hey, Michelle.
Best thing that ever happened, because then I got to start my own businesses and become a coach. So
I have menus up here. I also have them at the door now.
Oh,
too.
okay.
No, I got this one right here right now.
Okay, thank you.
But they are by the door too. Constantly changing things. This is a menu setup. How you doing today?
I'm good. I got that afternoon off, so
I don't have the pork sandwich today.
You
but
wanna
I have
try anything
everything
else?
And I still
You wanna
have
split anything?
You tried the CLT last time.
Yeah.
I still have these up here.
Is there something in particular you were thinking about?
I haven't had a burger yet.
You want to do a burger?
Maybe I'll try that.
Want to add anything on top of it? No problem.
Jalapeno
Some jalapeno?
and
I don't know, man.
Anything else for you, Michelle?
Oh, there's a whole other side.
Coffee.
I'll have
If we were to try one thing else, what would you recommend?
What do you think? We had a bunch of breakfast stuff. So the red beans and rice is like kind of what we're known for, but I really like the Cajun tofu po' boy as a good new variety.
What about the hash browns and red beans?
Oh, chunk and screwed. You gotta have chunk and screwed.
Chunk and
That's the real answer.
Chunked and screwed? All right.
I can do spicy one.
Yeah, you convinced me.
You gotta do the chunk and screwed.
With a little extra sham ham on the side, please.
You got it. That's a bad joke. We got away from that. Because chunked hash browns or ham hash browns are Waffle House.
Oh!
So it's, chunked. What do they kind of like little onions? I get it wrong. They all have a little coat.
Diced onions.
Yep.
Diced
Cactus mushrooms.
Diced tomato. Again, it's a whole thing, right? So we decided bread bean meant it was screwed. So it's chunk and screwed. And I don't know if you know who DJ Screw is.
I do not.
You know, he's around, right? DJ from Houston, Texas. He has Chunk and Screwed records. So
Well,
He slows down songs so they're chopped and screwed.
Well, I'm glad we got to hear that because I haven't been to like a Waffle House in probably 20 years. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out some of the other videos on the channel. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so that we can stay in touch. Thank you, and have the best day ever.